Did you know that the goddess of marriage was also behind some of Greek mythology's harshest punishments? Hera, Zeus's wife, wasn't content to sit back as her husband strayed. She responded to his affairs with a fury that seemed at odds with her role as a protector of marital bonds. But what if there was more to Hera's actions than simple jealousy? What if her position as the guardian of marriage itself drove her to such extreme measures? It's a strange twist. The goddess meant to symbolize marital harmony becoming a force of destruction. This raises interesting questions about power, loyalty, and justice among the Greek gods. As we explore Hera's backstory, we'll uncover the complex reasons behind her behavior. Her tale shows us there's more to her than just an angry wife. It gives us a peek into the complicated world of Olympian politics and what it truly meant to be a powerful goddess in ancient Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, Hera is a figure of great respect and intrigue. She was born to the titans Cronus and Rhea, and was one of 6 children swallowed by her father. When Zeus overthrew Cronus, Hera and her siblings were freed. Her journey to become queen of Olympus wasn't easy, as she faced tough competition from other goddesses who wanted Zeus's attention. Hera stood out because she represented marriage, family, and order in society. These qualities made her important to both gods and humans. She was also known for her sharp mind, which helped her navigate the tricky politics of Olympus. Zeus and Hera's courtship was long, with Hera resisting at first. The turning point came when Zeus turned himself into a cuckoo bird in distress. Hera, feeling sorry for the bird, held it close. Zeus then revealed his true form, and Hera agreed to marry him. This clever trick showed both Zeus's cunning and Hera's caring nature. Their wedding on Mount Olympus was a big event that all the gods and goddesses attended. Even the earth celebrated by creating a tree with golden apples as a gift. When Hera became queen, it marked the start of a new era where she and Zeus represented the perfect balance of power and order. As queen, Hera's job was to keep peace among the gods, settle arguments, and protect the idea of marriage. Her reign was set to be influential but challenging as she dealt with the complex relationships and politics of Olympus. The honeymoon period for Zeus and Hera was short-lived. Zeus's wandering eye quickly landed on Leto, a beautiful titaness. Despite being married to Hera, Zeus pursued Leto relentlessly, resulting in her pregnancy with twins. When Hera found out about Zeus's cheating, she was furious and felt deeply betrayed. As the goddess of marriage, this infidelity struck at her very core. Her anger became a powerful force that even Zeus learned to fear. Hera's revenge was clever and cruel. She banned Leto from giving birth on any solid ground, forcing her to wander endlessly. This punishment was meant to hurt both Leto and Zeus, denying him the joy of his illegitimate children. Hera's wrath didn't stop there. She tormented other lovers of Zeus and their offspring in various ways, like sending a gadfly to pester Io, who had been turned into a cow, and tricking Semele, Dionysus's mother, into her own destruction. This first betrayal shook the foundations of Olympus. The other gods watched nervously, knowing that the fight between Zeus and Hera would affect both the divine and mortal worlds. Their once peaceful partnership turned into a constant power struggle. This event set the stage for countless myths to come. Zeus's cheating and Hera's revenge became a recurring theme in Greek mythology, influencing stories about gods and mortals for generations. The rocky relationship between the king and queen of the gods would shape Greek religion and storytelling for centuries to come. The new era of Greek mythology turned darker than anyone expected. Zeus's many affairs pushed Hera to her breaking point, transforming her into a terrifying force of vengeance. The Olympians watched as their queen became something they'd never seen before. Zeus cheated more and more, each time chipping away at Hera's dignity. The goddess of marriage found herself stuck in an endless cycle of betrayal and revenge, twisting her very nature. As Hera grew angrier, her punishments got worse. She started targeting not just Zeus's lovers, but their children too. Her actions became more cruel over time. Once, she even sent snakes to kill baby Heracles in his crib. When that didn't work, she made sure he'd have to serve his cousin Eurystheus. Hera's hatred for Heracles became famous, showing just how far she'd go for revenge. She drove him mad and made his 12 labors as hard and dangerous as possible. The queen of the gods had become destructive, causing chaos everywhere. As word of Hera's vengeance spread, Olympus became tense and full of secrets. Things came to a head when Hera's need for revenge mixed with her desire for power. She tried to overthrow Zeus, teaming up with Poseidon and Athena. But Zeus was too strong. He quickly stopped the rebellion and punished Hera harshly. He chained her up and left her hanging from the sky, a clear warning to anyone who might defy him. After this failure, Hera changed completely. The shame of her punishment and years of betrayal hardened her heart. As she hung there, she didn't think about saying sorry. Instead, she planned more revenge. This set the stage for bigger conflicts that would shape Greek myths for years to come. Hera's vendetta against Heracles, Zeus's illegitimate son, shaped the hero's destiny in unexpected ways. The Queen of Olympus saw Heracles as a threat to her status and the divine order, driving her to act against him from the start. Hera first made sure Eurystheus would inherit the throne instead of Heracles. This set up the famous labors that would define Heracles' life. After his birth, she tried to kill him by sending 2 serpents to his crib. But this plan backfired when baby Heracles strangled the snakes, showing his incredible strength and making Hera even more determined to destroy him. Throughout Heracles' life, Hera kept causing him trouble. Her worst act was driving him mad, making him kill his own wife and children. This tragedy led to Heracles taking on his legendary labors to make up for what he'd done. The 12 labors became a battle between Heracles and Hera. She made each task as hard and dangerous as she could, hoping he'd fail. The Nemean lion, with its tough hide, and the filthy Augean stables pushed Heracles to his limits. But every time he succeeded, his fame only grew. Strangely enough, Hera's attempts to ruin Heracles ended up making him a greater hero. Her constant attacks forced him to become stronger and more skilled. In the end, Heracles became immortal and joined the gods on Olympus, a final defeat for Hera after years of trying to destroy him. Hera's actions against Heracles had big consequences. While she did make him suffer, she also helped create his legendary status. Heracles overcoming all the challenges Hera threw at him became a key part of his story. This theme of triumph over adversity is why people have loved Heracles' myth for thousands of years, making him one of the most famous Greek heroes ever. Hera's transformation from respected queen to vengeful goddess shows how betrayal and jealousy can eat away at someone. Her anger at Zeus's cheating shaped Greek myths, accidentally creating heroes even as she tried to destroy them. This change in Hera makes us think about when seeking justice goes too far and becomes harmful itself. These days, people often see Hera as a symbol of standing up against unfairness in relationships and society. Her fierce defense of marriage and family, especially compared to Zeus's constant cheating, adds new layers to how we understand her role in mythology. She's not just a simple good guy or bad guy anymore. Hera's story warns us about how revenge can become a never-ending cycle that hurts the person seeking it. It shows how trying to get back at someone, even for a good reason, can change a person completely. This is why Hera's tale still grabs our attention today. It helps us understand the messy mix of godly punishment and human feelings, and how easy it is to cross the line between being right and being obsessed.